WESH 2 News starts now with breaking news.
And that breaking news is in Orange County. Osceola County, I want to update that. Breaking news now in Osceola County, where Florida Highway Patrol confirms there is a person who is dead. Our crew is on that scene. It is very active for the investigation that's unfolding there. And this is right in the Kissimmee area. And we know the call came in. It was around 1:30 this morning. We got WESH 2's Bob Hazen gathering all the details from that scene. It is in the early stages. We know that there's a lot more information we're going to get, and we're going to bring it to you right here on air on WESH 2 News Sunrise and on our website, wesh.com. And here at 4:30, we welcome you in on a Friday. Thanks for starting this April 25th morning with your Sunrise team. I'm Jason Guy.
And I'm Meredith McDonough. Lots to get you today. Let's also start with a check of the forecast. First morning meteorologist Eric Burris is here now. Eric, how are we looking this morning?
Beautiful, beautiful. I mean, the temperatures feel nice. The skies are about as clear as can be. It's a gorgeous start to our morning. 66 degrees in the city, 67 for us in the villages. But look up to the north, 62 in Ocala. That's a great morning along the shoreline. If we have a little bit of a breeze in your neighborhood, we find temperatures in the lower 70s. For example, Melbourne, Daytona Beach. But where the winds went a little calmer, it's a bit cooler. Palm Bay, Titusville, Palm Coast, I'm talking about you. Nothing to see on our first morning live Doppler radar. So we look ahead to partly cloudy skies. It's going to be a gorgeous sunrise in just about 2 hours from now. And we'll watch those temperatures climb. 83 by lunchtime, 88 degrees our high today. But new model data coming in, not only saying it's getting hotter, but even hotter this weekend than we first thought. Let's pour over the data together. Central Florida's certified most accurate forecast in minutes.
All right, Eric, we'll do that when we see then. Here at 4:31. This morning, law enforcement still looking for a third suspect. It's after this dangerous high-speed chase, and you're seeing from Chopper 2 some of what went through Orange County. Florida Highway Patrol is saying this chase topped out at 140 miles per hour on I-4.
And that's before coming to a crashing finish. It ended on Bumby Avenue just off the 408 near Orlando Executive Airport. WESH 2's Haley Crumbleholm walks us through what happened from the perspective of nearby neighbors.
The other two drivers involved in this crash weren't taken to the hospital. FHP says one of the men in the car was arrested on felony violation of probation and multiple felony warrants. The other was taken into custody for resisting. Both allegedly told FHP they didn't know who the driver was.
A new database in effect this morning across the nation compiles safety incidents in America's schools. The database uses 130 different metrics, including general overviews of each school, but also incidents reports, discipline reports, and context. It was founded by Max Schachter, who lost his son Alex 7 years ago in the Parkland school shooting.
I wanted to make sure that nothing happened to my other three children. And when I went to go look at what was happening in their school, I never got any updates from the principal. And when I went to go look at the data that the schools were reporting to the state, it was just in a massive Excel spreadsheet with millions of cells of data. And it was really impossible for me to understand and compare the schools. And so that was the genesis. That's why we created schoolsafetydashboard.org.
You can find suspension rates, expulsion rates, student arrest numbers, discipline, and also incident trends. If you'd like to check it all out, you can find a link to the school safety dashboard on wesh.com.
Now to a WESH 2 Investigates exclusive. It's the most expensive space in the state of Florida, and it's paid for with public money. Since the Orange County Convention Center opened in 1983, it's cost nearly $3 billion. Many don't realize the center runs at a deficit, so it gets a break of more than $292 million in subsidies each year. Some local charitable groups believe they should get bigger breaks, too, when hosting events there.
WESH 2 Investigates Greg Fox did some digging and found at times the dollars charged don't make much sense. And after our interview with Mark Tester, a spokesperson explained that the inconsistencies in pricing are due to the fact that every event is unique. They said that those leasing space are provided full cost breakdowns before signing any contracts. Now, we also received this statement from the president of the Islamic Society of Central Florida saying the convention center should not be free. And we agree that paying for cleaning and setup and electricity is reasonable. But the parking was exorbitant, and we believe that, and the building rental should be more greatly discounted for local nonprofit groups. The time right now is 4:41. Planting seeds of growth and a sure sign of life in Orange County.
we'll tell you about the community garden taking root in Pine Hills.
Plus, our dry season stretches on here in Central Florida. Experts explain the small steps worth taking to avoid fires.
And we're on the scene of breaking news this morning here on WESH 2 News Sunrise. This is Kissimmee, where Florida Highway Patrol is confirming one person is dead. A 911 call came in around 1:30 this morning. We have a crew on that scene. We're asking questions and getting you answers. Stay with us for updates on WESH 2 News Sunrise here on air and online at WESH.com. We'll be right back.
We continue fellow breaking news here. Our team is staying on top of this in Osceola County. Florida Highway Patrol confirms one person is dead. You're taking a live look here at the scene in Kissimmee. It's been about 3 hours since that 911 call came in, and WESH 2's Bob Hazen is working to get more information there. We'll bring you updates right here on air and online at WESH.com as soon as we learn more information. A new community garden is thriving after its unveiling last night in Pine Hills, and it's helping save our streets.
The garden is at the Community Action Center on Jennings Road. It's just a half-mile away from where a gunman shot and killed 3 people, including a 9-year-old little girl and a news reporter.
WESH 2's Gail Pascal Brown shows us how this community garden is the latest effort to help the community heal and thrive. Now to a safety alert. Sumter County is the newest addition to the list of local counties under a burn ban. Also on that list, Brevard, Flagler, Lake, Orange, Polk, Seminole, and Volusia. Osceola County is not under a burn ban, but crews there are being proactive. They've been working since the start of the year, especially in the Lake Lizzie Conservation Area, weeding fire fuel. They've mulched a 100-foot buffer between urban areas and the preserve, creating a safety perimeter. Their next step is creating a line of sand to keep fires from seeping through roots.
Firefighters say in these dry conditions, small missteps could start a big blaze. That fire near Lake Lizzie last week began because of dirty equipment from a vehicle, authorities say. A fire earlier this month near St. Cloud started after someone accidentally released a balloon that hit a power wire. While these situations are rare, fire officials say 90% of fires are caused by people.
And one of the leading causes of that is debris burning that gets out of hand. So people burning yard waste, people burning trash, land clearing burns, things like that.
The other 10% are caused by lightning, according to officials. They say if you have to burn or cook outside, use extreme caution. Always have water and a shovel nearby. Never leave a fire unattended. And some great advice for us this morning as we turn our attention to your first warning forecast. We have the dry conditions that just are going to keep persisting, and it also means with it a lot of heat.
Yeah, first warning meteorologist Eric Burris is here now. Good morning.
Good morning to the both of you. Yeah, you guys are talking about the high fire danger. Just yesterday, the new drought monitor data came in, and now parts of Central Florida are under an extreme drought, with a significant chunk of our area under a severe drought. Now, we know it's dry, but it is now absolutely a big issue. Orlando, about 5.5 inches behind where we should be for the year. Daytona Beach, nearly 6.5 inches behind where we should be. The good news is there are some changes. So here's Futurecast, and I fast forwarded it almost all the way out as far as it can go. This is Sunday, 1 p.m., gorgeous. It's going to be blazing hot, but gorgeous. Then notice a few popcorn showers trying to develop. Today's dry, tomorrow's dry, but by Sunday, there's a little bit of rain in the forecast. Then take Futurecast into Monday and Tuesday, and there are other opportunities for rain around. Wednesday, particularly on the West Coast, a little bit of rain, but watch what happens while we're pretty dry Thursday. By Friday of next week, we start to really moisten things up. So this overall setup is finally starting to break down. It's been 24 days since we've seen any kind of decent rain in the metro area, and it looks like that will come to an end next week. This morning, it's beautiful in the tourist district, waking up to a bit of cloud cover, almost a little haze, if you will. 66 degrees current temperature there, 69 in Leesburg, it's 73 in Melbourne. Forecast starts off with a mainly clear sky and brings us into the lower 90s for our western areas, upper 80s inland, and the lower 80s over to the beaches. 7-day forecast showing a great stretch through the weekend, but look at those temps climbing. 93 degrees on Sunday, and then there's those rain chances sneaking in for Monday and Tuesday. It may not be 93, but the coastal communities will be toasty as well. Talking more about that heat in the next half hour.
A new competition series is cooking up right here on WESH 2.
Hear from the chefs set to serve up 2 culinary legends with $50,000 on the line.
Plus, supply and demand is triggering a setback at SeaWorld Orlando, they say. How soon before guests can journey through the Arctic?
And our crew is gathering new information on the scene of breaking news in Osceola County. Florida Highway Patrol confirms 1 person is dead in Kissimmee. We did hear the 911 call come in around 1:30 this morning. Stay with us for any updates right here on air and online at WESH.com.
456, a new sports franchise could be up to bat right here in Central Florida.
Dreams to bring Major League Baseball to Orlando might be one step and nearly $2.5 billion closer to becoming reality. We'll explain what it'll take to form a team.
And we are covering breaking news for you here. This is unfolding in Osceola County, where Florida Highway Patrol tells us 1 person is dead. And we'll get you live to that scene coming up with WESH 2's Bob Hazen. He is going to join us live with a live update on the other side of this break. Stay with us.